You can stop worrying if you're doing something to push your twin flame away. You cannot stop thinking about the thing that you said or didn't say or didn't do, wondering if this is the reason why they are in no contact, blocking you or not replying to any of your messages. If this is you, stay with me. I will be sharing about this particular topic and how can you change this for the better. Welcome to Twin Flames Embrace. I'm Deborah. I'm a certified ascension coach by Twin Flames Universe, and I'm currently in harmonious union and married to my twin flame thanks to the teachings of union. So let's get cracking. You've been on your journey for quite a while, doesn't matter how long, and you cannot but stumble upon this thought. You may be even losing sleep over it. What if I did something wrong? What if I said the wrong thing? What if I did the wrong thing? Or what if I didn't do XYZ or didn't say XYZ? And this is why my twin flame is no longer or currently not communicating with me. Even worse, this is why they have blocked me. This is something that most of us do, especially when we are completely unclear or not sure of what is it that the relationship is needing at every time. While it is easy to fall for overthinking, actually this train of thought is pushing your twin flame even farther away from you. And this is why. When you are constantly telling yourself that you are the one doing something wrong, you are taking on probably guilt or blame that might not be in actuality yours. And this starts to become like a stone in the middle of your journey, like a rock that it's in between you and your union. And the more you feed into these thoughts, the more difficult it's gonna be to actually tap into what your next step in the relationship with your twin flame or the person you're exploring is. It's very easy again to get entangled on these thoughts. This happens mostly when we are on our heads and trying to figure things out with our mind, when in truth is that it is a feeling journey. This is not something that we can sadly figure out with our minds. This is something that we need to follow our heart, no matter what our next step is. And in that following the next step and working through the fears and upsets that step in front of us bring up, this is how we are starting to work the process and actually clear the rocks, the roadblocks to our harmonious twin flame union. This was exactly what I had to do in my journey to come closer and together with Paco. And I know how challenging it can be, and I also had those thoughts of, oh, what if I did this, what if I did that? But the truth is that when it comes to your twin flame, you cannot mess it up. This is the perfect person created to be your perfect divine counterpart, your perfect complement, your perfect partner in life. There's absolutely nothing, and I mean it, nothing that you can say or do that will ruin the relationship. It may spark some upsets, yes, but these are meant to be worked through together so that you can keep cultivating and growing closer and deeper in romance and of course in your relationship together as a couple. Now, how do we move from overthinking to basically inner peace, which is the state in which you want to find yourself before moving forward with anything that is being presented to you on your twin flame journey. This is something that I had to experience myself and something that I had to also practice and get to know and learn, because I was coming from that same space at the beginning of my own path, which was trying to figure everything out with my mind. I thought this was the best tool that I could use, and so I just put it into practice. But it is true that over time I realized this was starting to feel very heavy, and I didn't know exactly how to get myself out of that loop. It wasn't until I found the teachings of union and the mirror exercise that I was able to start undoing that journey of overthinking and be able to place that focus not so much on whether this person that I'm exploring, being my twin flame, is thinking or doing, whether they block me, whether they reply to me or not, whether they liked what I say or not, whether they liked what I did or not. But on the contrary, I was able to start focusing on myself, what felt good to me, what makes sense to me, and more importantly, getting clear, where is this overthinking coming from? Chances are you're feeling insecure about something. And by not being able to address that insecurity, that sense of fear or anxiousness that you may be feeling about the connection, you may be still feeling that same insecurity without you even realizing that that's what you are doing. This is probably something that is running at the back of your mind, something that you weren't quite becoming aware of because maybe you lack the tools to do so. But this is what the journey is inviting you, is to find ways to shift that energy, shift that focus, shift that perspective, and shift how you are talking to yourself. And instead of constantly berating yourself because you believe that you may or may not have done something right or wrong, whatever, and that this is the main cause what this person is not talking to you, you may be now able to grab all that energy and focus on, okay, why am I feeling so insecure about what I do or what I say? And actually connect to that part and see what it's needed to feel loved. Maybe growing up, people were dismissing your opinions because you were too little or too young to have a voice, and you kind of like took that on, and you believe now as a grown-up that that's still the reality of it. Sometimes that tends to happen. We get entangled with certain things that we heard or received growing up and that became our truth, but they are not so. So the best thing that you can do is embrace this journey and find tools that help you connect to these feelings, and even more importantly, approach them in such a manner that you can start dissolving all these negative thoughts and this unnecessary overthinking that you may be falling for without noticing, and therefore pushing your twin flame away. Because the more you feed that insecurity, maybe the more you kind of like triple on sending 1,000 messages, trying to get the validation that this is a connection, that they feel the same. And actually, instead of growing closer, you grow farther apart. This is one of the many examples that I've seen as a coach throughout the years, not only on my clients, but also on myself. So I hope my experience serves you well, that you can start changing how your story is unfolding. And last but not least, do not forget, this is a gentle reminder, that your twin flame is an aspect of you. When you're constantly thinking about you doing something wrong or berating yourself or telling yourself not nice things, your twin flame will reflect this. They will always, as a mirror, reflect you, your conscious and unconscious choices of either love or fear. So again, this is the invitation to become more self-aware of how you are talking to yourself, to perhaps invite more compassion, more patience with yourself, with the process, with the blocks that you and your twin flame are moving through, or even with the exploration journey that you are taking on with this person who so far has been revealing themselves as potentially being your twin flame. If you are new to this journey or you would like to receive more support, do not hesitate to reach out. Leave your comments below. Let us have a conversation. Let us see how we can help you, what your next step might be. This journey, it is not meant to be done alone. We are here to support you. So, if you haven't done so, I invite you to head over to our website. We have a very nice free guidebook as a first step on your journey. This is amazing. You can start getting to know what the journey is all about, to know me and Paco better. If you would like to actually see what it's like to work with an ascension coach, also we are offering a 30-minute consultation. We can get clear if this service is for you, what we offer, what you are looking for, and see if there's a match. And if you know already that you are beyond a shadow of a doubt, needing help, do not hesitate. We also have an introductory session, and there's a 50% discount. You can get in touch to see how you can get about that, and we'll be seeing each other on the next videos and or in a session. Take care.